it will be screen share. Okay, so for the startup, we have some weekly inspiration here. The I took Boyan Slot as the inspiration for this week, so I called him the boy who chased his dreams. So, if you don't know who Boyan Slot is, he is a Dutch inventor, entrepreneur, as well as CEO and founder of a company called the Ocean Cleanup. So, the Ocean Cleanup is like a nonprofit organization that work in like environmental to save the ocean. Indeed, you're right, Chris. And so his idea actually started from like a really small idea, just like when he was on a vacation in Greece. So he went diving, but he found out that there are a lot more plastic rather than fish when he was diving. So that's when he was starting like to think about the idea of how to decrease the plastic pollution on the sea. And this small idea evolved into a high school project that he, yes, eco-friendly people, put your hands up. And it evolved into a high school project, and it evolved again when he pitched the idea in TED Talk in TU Delft. And that's where his idea blew up and went viral. And it got exposure to the article and so many newspaper. And that's where he found his opportunity to make his idea to become a reality. And on 2013, not long after the TED Talk, he found the Ocean Cleanup Company. And because it's a nonprofit organization, so he started to take fundraiser and so many investors from, I think, over 160 countries, and it's still going on until now. And now the ocean cleanup actually evolved into like a real prototype and devices that actually already put into the sea. I think the most recent one is the Inceptory that is now put into the Dominican Republic Sea. And they are still evolving and also still researching so many opportunities to how to clean up the sea. And now Boyan Slat is now seen as an inspirational entrepreneur and also for youngsters across the globe, especially since he got the youngest ever recipient of the UN highest environmental accolade, which is Champion of the Earth. So he's like became the biggest inspiration, especially for like environmental people. And I think that's all for the weekly inspiration. And now I will pass it to Shelin as our moderator. So Shelin, you can take your time from now.
Okay, thank you, Grace, for sharing on the weekly inspiration. So yeah, I'm also an environment enthusiast. So yeah, feel free to text me if you want to like talk anything about the environment. Okay, so next is our company vision and mission. So for those new here, our vision statement is to inspire delight everywhere, everyone, and every time. And our mission is to inspire delight through hospitality innovation that positively transform our guests, employees, and partners. Okay, let's move on to the next part, which is the weekly mission inspiration. So, firstly, we have the guest part. So, maybe from the HR team. Firstly, I'll pass the time to Grace.
Yes, sorry, I need to talk again, Shelin. But for this update, so we actually got a review from a guest named Victor. He stayed at the Metten guest house. And he said he wanted to stay initially for 1 month, but he ended up extending 3 more times because he is so comfortable with the staff and also the host. And he said the place is nice and clean, and the staff is always helpful and very friendly. And he also said the location is very good. So that's actually how we want the guests to feel when we are hosting them. So I think that's actually like the goal of the HR. And I think to Andre, oh, I'm sorry, Andre is not here, so I think I will just read it out for him. So he said, "This is how I feel happy about the guest handled by Aretha. Feel happy and say this is the easiest ever communication via WhatsApp." So that shows like how fast respond we are. and also how handling the guest. And now maybe from Deborah.
Right, good morning everyone. Thank you, Gray and Sharon. So this is actually from yesterday from Instagram inquiries. So the guest is happy and would like to recommend us to his friend. So let's say kudos to the chatting. So he say like we are a good agent and because even he couldn't find in his place to stay for this time, but it's just a good thing to share. So thank you. Back to you, Greg.
And I think it's all from HR, so to Shelin again.
Okay, thank you so much, Gray and Deborah, for sharing your experience with the guests. Hopefully, we'll keep on inspiring them. Yeah. Okay. Next is to community. Maybe to Sandy. Is Sandy here?
Stanley is going to toilet, so it's delegate to me. So exactly. So this is exactly from the UPI Uluwatu Great House regarding the advice from BP. What is regarding the pool? So Tandy advice for cleaning the pool and everything because the pool is so green. So Tandy is a recommended one. So that is from community to partner, and then. The second one, can you scroll down a little bit, Celine? That is the birthday of the Tegas Asri owner. It's on 31st of January. And the third one, I'm forget. I have so many call from the partner that want to join to BP is recommended by another partner. So I just forget to what is called to put it here. So it's many guest house or villa at Canggu want to join to BP because BP service is very good. That's so yesterday already meeting with Mayana and also with Rafa. That is from community. Back to you, moderator Celine.
Referrali anu ning
Oh,
komuni.
wow. Thank you for the update, Om Rafiq. So yeah, hopefully we can get the partnership deal up, yeah. Okay, that's from the update from community. Next is actually from HR team. But I'll pass the time to Arpia.
Okay, thank you, Shelin. So yeah, the first one is my peer review feedbacks are better than last month. It means I have fixed some of my weakness in leadership. Okay, congratulations for you. And then we have a clear task distribution and system in BD, less confusion and more healthy cycle to increase productivity and effectiveness. Shout out to BD team, yay! And
Yo.
then the last one we get a lot of insight from HAR about guest inquiries on Instagram, so I can define new strategy and launch ads for February. Congratulations for all the employee that has positively transforming this week. Back to you again, Miss Moderator.
Okay, thank you, Arfi, for the update from the
Yo.
HR team. So yeah, congratulations
Grey
to
itu kayak
those
gitu. Grey itu tuh kayak
employees who have inspired you, like to the fellow colleagues. Now I would like to pass the time to our CEO, Mr. Jing, for the principal as well as the team for this new month. To you, sir. You're muted, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Shailin. Shailin, there's the other thing from you. I think that you should announce, right, about the availability. So, the first one is on my side. So this is something I've noticed recently, and I want to bring it up because I think it's a very actionable discovery, and it can help a lot of people positively transform. If you're in a leadership position, or if you would like to be in a leadership position, I think the very first step, is self-awareness. Most early leadership mistakes are really related to not knowing your own strengths and weaknesses, and this results in a lot of misunderstandings and confusion. Thankfully, this can be easily solved by just asking for feedback. Approach your colleagues, approach your managers, approach your seniors about your progress, ask about your work, and then use that feedback to reinvent yourself. What we're looking to achieve is by being transparent, we can help others first by positive transformation. So that's my statement in terms of a principle that I hope people can think about for the upcoming week. Back to the chair. Back to the moderator.
Okay. For the principal, I actually wanted to add one more, but I actually haven't. So sorry about that. So basically, it's just like a reminder for everyone that we used to have this employee office hour with ARA, right? HR is still having that. So don't be shy and feel free to reach out if you need. I've put the schedule like the employee office hour on my calendar as well. So yeah, feel free to book a time with me if you want to discuss about things. Thank you. Maybe to you again, sir. For this month's theme.
Okay, actually, I'll go to Vidi for this month's theme.
Okay then. Vidi is here, right?
Timber ko, wingi ra active to, Januari.
Yep.
Sindo, okay.
Hello?
Hello. The time is yours, sir.
Hello, yeah. Right. Thank you very much, Sheldon, and also thank you very much, Mr. James. So, February theme: improvise, adapt, overcome. This is a quote by Bear Grylls, but I think this is really important because, right, we got almost reached our target, which is 50,000, but we got, I think, 49,600 something, 630, if I'm not mistaken. Improvise, adapt, overcome means first look at the situation, observe. Be aware of the situation, be aware of yourself, be aware of others. And you have to be able to improvise quickly because problem solving, I think the most important part right now is problem solving. And then also adapt, meaning using the available resources that we have because, of course, this situation that we're having right now, we have to be able to utilize the little resource that we have. And overcome means overcome. Okay, that's the February thing. And then also for the revenue target for February, let's go down a little bit. Revenue target for February. This is based on the revenue projection by the machine learning model that we have. 38,000. We're starting at I believe we're starting at 13,775, which is quite a low number. But we still have to set a goal at 38,000, considering all the factors that we have. We're looking at the booking pace, which is pretty weak, and even though we are at the beginning of the month. So perhaps we will need the help of the BI team as well as the coordination between all the chapter leaders and all the vice chapter leaders to coordinate within the threads of the user threads in the company so that we can improve the situation. Yeah, looking at the statistics, it's not really good this week, but I believe with enough coordination between the chapter leaders and also with the help of you guys as the members of Bukit Vista, we can make the situation better. So that's the update for the February theme as well as the February target.
Okay, thank you, Vicky, for introducing the theme of this month as well as the revenue target. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully we can reach that. I think. Okay, so next is actually the personal updates table. For those new here, this is basically like we give updates. Everyone in the company gives updates on the achievement, personal growth, and actionable discovery per week. So a kind reminder that since we have a lot of people here, we have please be considerate and try to update your updates within like 1 minute per person. So yeah, firstly I'll go to Om Rafi.
Okay, thank you, Celine. Good morning, everyone. So my I think team achievement is regarding for community and marketing. The contract has been signed to the new property. Its name is Tokyo Guest House in Tibu Benang. This also guest house is partner recommendation regarding it's a Amazon guest house. They get the poor guest house recommend to join the BP. And then the second one, I just get the 3-bedroom villa at Jalan Raya Semat near Dakarai Villa. Its name is Villa Jepun Bali. It's brand new and also recommend from Paraka and ready to rock. And also already had meeting yesterday with Wayana and Rahma. Thank you, Wayana and Rahma, to spare the time yesterday. And then my biggest personal growth, I'm ready to rock and roll again after my uncle cremation and my health issue. And then the biggest actionable. This is exactly from my side, my personal. Give a help personally without expecting anything from the help that you provide. I always help each other, never expecting anything from that I provide. And then the last one, I want to do Dubai. I want to see the exotic anything to the like Fast and Furious over there. And then I want to go to India. I want to see the Ganga River. I only see the on the YouTube. And then I want to go to Japan to see the culture over there. It's very nice. And maybe a Jingno Osin movie. You know Osin, the Japanese soap.
Not yet.
That is on, yeah, it's 1990. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you Om Rafiq. So yeah, ready to rock and roll ya. Okay,
Yes.
next is to Tandy. Tandy should be back from the toilet, right?
Hello, Shelin. How are you? Okay.
Hello.
So yeah, sorry, I just got back and then. Oh yeah, so my personal achievement is starting run community program called AMA. That's it's meant us anything to partner to get more to collect more feedback from partner and inside, and then also for the personal growth is work with BI to get more clear structure and goal for community, and then the actionable discovery is gather the idea from the other chapter perspective is making the campaign more strong and clear. And then the last one, three place that I want to visit is Maldives. Have a great ocean view and then stay in the middle of the beach. That's really my dream. And then Japan, yeah, I like the culture of in Japan, and then the food as well. And then for Dubai, yeah, I really want to take a photo and visit Burj Khalifa. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tandy. Okay, next is to HR team. Starting from Andre, but I believe Andre is not here. Okay, so I'll just read his updates. So for his achievement, he refines the HR Trello board as well as fixing internal SLA for HR and set the details for it with Nadine. And then for the biggest personal growth, to be more insightful, helpful, and assertive inside the team. And for the biggest actionable discovery is to see a problem as a challenge and learn from it. Okay, and then the last part, the three countries that you want to visit. Firstly, Japan. It's always on my mind. I don't know why they have the culture, but still embrace the modernity and tech. And then it's Norway. Yes, guys, I want to drive a truck in Norway. And obviously visit some places in Oslo, etc. And the last one is Croatia. What is this? Prit Price, am I pronouncing it correctly? Pit Price Lake or some medieval historical places. So yeah, that's the update from Andre. And next, I'll go to Nadine. Yeah, Nadine.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Okay, so my latest achievement this week is I have done defining the reservation as a distribution into the details, and also I'm happy to see the Instagram sales now improving in terms of working accordingly to the SLA that we set. And then I have done delegated some pilots to my mentees, and I hope they have insights how to create the pivot that support our workflow or support the monthly team as well. And then the biggest personal growth lately, I have been learning about mostly about delegation process, and also the biggest actionable discovery is this is what I thought to, and also what I discussed with my mentees. OKR is not always about talking about the achievement that we gain, and if you're not achieving that, you feel bad or something. But OKR is actually taught us about how important the goal setting is. So you know where do you want to go this month and what you want to do. And then for the countries that I want to visit in the future is, of course, India. I want to see the cultures, and also the Greece for to enjoy the tourism there, and also US. I still want to see Broadway, even though Jing said they're eating shit right now and they're closed, but I still want to. I still want to see that. Okay, okay, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nadine. So yeah, congratulations for redefining the reservation SLA, and congrats to the team as well.
Mantap.
So yeah, next is to Maria. Maria, please give your update.
Yes, thank you, Shalene. So, good morning, everyone. And here's my update. My achievement is I'm working on Airbnb and Facebook inquiry analysis. And for my personal growth, I learned how to done my tasks well and improve my time management skill. And for my biggest actionable discovery is learn to speak for yourself when you are wrong. And 3 countries that I'm going to visit is like Canada because I want to see the Niagara Falls, and Saudi Arabia maybe, since I'm curious about how actually Kaaba is look like, and of course South Korea definitely because of the Korean idols and actors. Well, actually, as long as I could travel with the people I love, any country is fine. And that's pretty much it. My update. Back to you, Shalin.
Okay, thank you, Maria. So yeah, let's go to South Korea together sometime, yeah. Okay. Next is to Deborah. Deborah.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Shillian and Gray. So personal achievement this week. I've been appointed with our chapter leader, gonna be sharing next HR camp. So pray for me, guys. And then I also create agent sales and Instagram data visibility just to make sure that all the inquiries is been documented and monitored as well. Because personal growth this week, deeply learning how to improve my confidence to pretty much fulfill the HR KPI and SLA as well. Because actionable discovery, I quoted from Richard Branson, the CEO of the Virgin America. He said that you don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and following orders. So I think it's okay if you make mistake, but just don't make it like always keep repeating and keep learning. So 3 countries I would like to visit is the first thing is Norway. Because I'm a big fan of like seeing Northern Lights. So Norway gonna be on my bucket list as well. Still not unticked yet. The next one is New Zealand. So pretty much I'm a big fan of like adventurous thing like the adrenaline attraction and eat some like local brands and such. And also doing fan road trip gonna be fun as well. So you can see like the beautiful scenery and such. And the last one gonna be Swiss. The same thing. I also love the scenery and want to experience like the Swiss train that we probably see in the like postcard or something like that. So yep, I think that's all from me. Thank you, Shelly.
Mantap.
Okay, thank you, Deborah. Gitu ya. Semangat terus belajarnya ya. Okay, and then next, Sasha, the Sasha with an H, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Shalin. First, I would like to say sorry for not turning on my camera because my internet is not stable this morning. So yeah, for my personal and team achievement this week, of course, survived the first month of 2021. And then I have got some improvements on Booking.com review rate after implementing new method. Also got some photos of guests for our Instagram feed. And also thank you for all the hosts for helping out. So yeah, good teamwork for all of us. And for the personal growth, I have no biggest personal growth yet for this week. And for the biggest actionable discovery, it's a quote from Stephen King, which is the scariest moment is always just before you start, which I think is very true because when I would like to start new thing, I feel so scared. Like I don't think like I can do it, but after I did it, it's just like, oh, it's not too bad actually. It's fine. And next for the if I could only visit 3 countries, I'd like to visit first one is New Zealand because of the scenery. Well, I've been there and I visited Mount Cook, and the view is just like, oh my god, I don't know how to describe it. It's just so beautiful. And the second one is would be Iceland. Same like Debo to see the Northern Lights, and I'd like also to visit the Blue Lagoon.
be figures to New Zealand. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, yeah, one day. And the last one is Czech Republic. Because I've always loved Prague, the capital city. Actually, I'm not a big fan of vintage building, but I don't know. I just like the Prague design, architecture, and stuff. So yeah, that's it. Thank you, Shalin. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Sasha, for the update, and yeah, thank you for the HR team for the great teamwork. So yeah, fun fact as well, I heard that like alcohol in Czech Republic is very cheap according to my friend. So yeah.
Really, I just knew that as well. Thanks for the info, though.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Sasha. And next, Areta, the time is yours.
Hello everyone, thank you, Kashelin. Good morning, team. I hope you all doing well. So let's get to this. So I don't have any personal updates yet, and I don't really have personal growth yet too. But for my biggest discovery, I have made a lot of mistakes, and most of them are created when I worry too much. I learned that the less you worry, the less complicated life becomes. Like Kak Viti said yesterday, jangan khawatir, jangan gundah, jangan resah, jangan gulana. So that's what I'm thinking about. And then for the countries that I really want to visit is Spain because of the art places, because I love art. And then the New Zealand because lately I watch my idols movie documentaries about New Zealand and I find the place is really beautiful. And then for Denmark, besides its beautiful places, the country is also pretty high for the most peaceful country to live in the world, and I really need that. So back to you, Shalin. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Areta, and thank you, Vidi, as well for giving that quote. It's really, really inspirational. So yeah, we vote for you to be president. Okay. Okay, thank you, Areta. And then next, I'll pass the time to Gray again. Yeah.
Okay, so for my achievement, so I chair my first HR Scrum, and then I also first time hosting all hands, and I passed my first month in Bukit Vista. And for my personal growth is I become more confident on my decision and action. And because actionable discovery is you cannot always wait for the perfect time. Sometimes you must dare to jump. And for the three countries that I want to visit is the first one is Italy. I want to participate in Euro Chocolate Festival and also explore the northern Italy. And the second one is Netherlands to visit loved ones and trying stroop waffles. And the third one is Canada. I want to try the original poutine, like the fries and gravy. It looks very good. I don't know why. And funnel cake. So basically, I want to try the food everywhere I travel. And back to you, Shirley.
Okay, thank you, Gray. Okay, we see there's a foodie here, yeah. if you want to grab and eat something, call Gray. she'll be there definitely. Okay. Next is he hasn't updated yet, and Dave is not here. Okay. Let's move on to the Asia chapter. To you, sir.
Thank you very much, Shaylin. And I'll go with Gray to Canada. I've had poutine before, and it's actually pretty good. Cheese, curds, and melted over French fries. All right, so for my biggest achievement is I'm beginning to actually see leadership organically spreading throughout the company last week. And I've seen this through improved VCL competency. So this is really, really good. On personal growth, I'm learning to do budgeting and shareholder agreements, which is a completely new skill. I've never done this before. Actionable discovery is I've gone, whenever I don't know how to do something, my cheat is I go on LinkedIn Learning and I learn how something should be done. So I've realized that that's actually the fastest way to learn and apply new skills. It's very fun. If you need the access to LinkedIn Learning, please ask me and I'll give you this tool that we have at Bukit Vista. 3 places. Myanmar. I know they just had a coup, so maybe not recently. But anyways, being in Myanmar is like being on a different planet. It's just so exotic. If the second one is the U.S., because by the time you've actually finished seeing it, it's changed again, and so it's also a return. It's an eternally renewing land. And China. I would say most places that I visited are like novels or magazines. China is like the library. So. Okay, back to Shaylin.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your update. So yeah, it's great to see that the leadership is improving in Bukit Vista, yeah. Okay, next to Kak Cynthia, you're here, right? Okay.
Yep. Thank you, Shailene, and good morning, everyone. So, for my personal achievement, is finally I can ride a bike. In my finally I can ride a bike, and then I'm ready for a tournament. And then no, I'm kidding. Not ready for the tournament yet. And then the other one is it's a fulfillment. When we call Inspire Delight the team, the audience, and even the speaker from the BVE Talk 12. And I'd like to say thank you and good job to the BVE Talk 12 team. And then the next one is the personal growth. I feel that my self awareness is improving. I have the Dunning-Kruger effect somehow, and it makes me realize that I should keep learning and trying or implementing. There are more to be learned. And then the next one is the biggest discovery. It works better when I read than I make summary. And the next one is feedback is important to identify your blind spot. The three countries that I'd like to visit are Saudi Arabia, Belgium, with my mom is one of my big dreams. And then New Zealand. I'm a fan of the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogy. Legolas. Then I was fall in love with that country at the time. And also the last one is Vatican because yeah I saw this movie like Angels and Demon, and then I'd like to trace all of the places there because they are so beautiful. So I think that's from me. Back to you, Shelly.
Okay, thank you, Ka, for your update. So yeah, feedback is really important to detect blind spots. Yeah, as well as I see that you have watched the movie. I suggest you to read the novel as well. The novel is really good. Okay, next is to me actually. Okay, in terms of achievement, this is actually a team achievement. So HRSLA become clearer as the team has officially assigned themselves like in each of them. And then BB Talk Cloud, it turned really great and we inspired like to lots of programming enthusiasts. So yeah, congrats to the team. And then biggest personal growth, similar to Kak Cynthia, so blind spot exists and sometimes you need to have someone who can actually help you to actually detect these blind spots.
Yep.
And then for the actionable discovery part, when you notice that something is not right, it's better to take action immediately before it gets worse. And then three countries. Firstly, South Korea. It's very obvious why, as a K-pop fan, I'm like enthusiast of like K-pop and its culture. And then New Zealand. So yeah, BB goes to New Zealand. I've always wanted to go there and like enjoy the scenery, stargazing. Watching the southern lights. If I cannot go to the north side, then I'll just watch the southern lights. And then lastly, China. So each and every province and city is very distinctive, like similar to Indonesia. So like even 1 year is not enough to like experience everything. So yeah, that's my update. And next, I'll pass it to Arfi. Arfi, are you here? Hello, Arfi. Arfi. Okay, maybe she has issues with her connection, so I'll just read it out, yeah. For the achievement, next BB talk time, team, and speaker speaks, need to form a team, join us. So yeah, Arvi will be our project manager for the next BB talk. So let's join our team. Okay, and then the second part is actually apa? Biggest personal growth. She started to learn deeper about recruitment from a good source, aka LinkedIn Learning. Okay, congrats to you. And then for the actionable discovery, defining KSA, knowledge, skill, ability for each role can help the recruitment process become easier. And then the three countries you wanted to visit Sweden. Lund is a very beautiful and calming city. Honestly, I want to study there. And then America, visiting Yosemite Park is one of my dreams. Lastly, Saudi Arabia pilgrim, of course. Will my life questions be answered if I visit the wondrous holy sites and praying with millions others? Many people found their life purpose, so I'd like to know for myself. So yeah, that's the update from RP. And next, I'll go to Kevin, the HR Kevin, yeah, because we have two Kevins.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Kak Shailen, and good morning, everyone. So, my biggest personal achievement this week. So I started doing solo interviews for a long time. So thanks to Kak Shailen and Kak Arfi for this opportunity. And then for my biggest personal growth, I got back to doing my early morning runs again. So that's nice. Waking up early again. And my biggest actionable discovery. So I think deep breaths somewhat help. I used to not believe this until recently. So yeah, and the three places I would like to visit: Reykjavik, Iceland. The place looks like heaven on earth, obviously. And second, Chengdu, China, just so I can hug a panda. And the third one isn't really a country, but Antarctica, because I want to be able to say that I've been to Antarctica. So yeah, that's from me. Thank you, Shilin.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. I see we have an animal over here. Yeah, like to see the panda and the penguins in Antarctica. Okay, that's from the HR chapter, and next is to PD, to Bayu. Oh wait, Bayu is not here. Yeah. Okay. Then I'll just read it out. For the achievement, my peer review feedbacks are better than last month. It means that I fixed some of my weaknesses in leadership. So yeah, congrats to Bayu and the team on that. And then for the personal growth, I lost one of my inspirational parent figure, but I realized that by losing someone or something, I gain more wisdom probably. Realizing that life is fragile and we don't have full control. The quote is work and pursue money like you're going to live forever, enjoy life, and party like you're going to die tomorrow. Okay, that's from Bayu. And then for the biggest actionable discovery, I can get more things done by sharing my knowledge instead of just using it myself. So yeah, knowledge sharing. Okay, and the countries he wants to visit UK, walking around and sightseeing in London of buildings and probably Scotland, and then US, and especially the New York busy streets, and Japan. The Japan suburban street looks so calming to walk around. So yeah, that's the update from Bayu. And next, I'll give the time to Nadia. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So my updates for this week is first personal and also team achievement is that we finished the latest milestone 7 for the mobile app, and already checked and tested the broad APK for Android for bugs and also the design governance. So hopefully we can release the beta version this month. And personal achievement, after the peer cross reviews for January, I understand my strength and also my weakness. And because actionable discovery is that learn continually because there's always one more thing to learn. And country that I want to visit, I'm very simple. I would go back to Spain because the language, very nice weather, nice beach with the tapas and cava. I would go to Ibiza to party, and from Barcelona, I would take the night bus to France to enjoy the Bordeaux wine from the barrel, and also the gastronomy tour in Lyon. Also, took the night bus or the fast train to Belgium, to Ghent or Bruges, very beautiful cities, for the amazing Belgian beers, chocolates, waffles, and fries. That's it for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. And also a reminder, like the PD team still having this BB mobile app naming competition, right? Still ongoing until 5th of Feb, I think. So yeah, actually the link is on announcement. If you want to like find more information about it, please PM Nadia or BB directly, yeah. Okay, thank you, Nadia. And next is to Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hello, hello. Thank you, Shelly. Good morning, everyone. Hope you are doing amazing today. So my personal achievement, more proficient in using Parser and Integromat for product development projects. And big thanks to Kofidi for the guidance and patience. And then we did several product launch this week. For the biggest personal growth, first I learned more how to negotiate and searching for ways or help when I'm stuck in my own work. By doing that, I can continue to progress instead of being stuck. Next, learn a lot more about what are my strengths and weaknesses after PD cost review. Now I have clear ideas in which part that I should pay attention and improve. Biggest actionable discovery. Be more confident
Novel
about
enggak?
yourself, since the opposite is not really useful, and that's the first step to achieve your fullest potential.
Oh, David, iya.
Three countries that I would like to visit. First,
Oh,
Switzerland,
finance.
because the scenery is just breathtaking. Then basically every country that has a beautiful scenery, but Switzerland is the first one that I want to go. Then US, to see the technology advances and the entrepreneurship culture that influence a lot of changes in global scale. And the third and the last is Japan, which is for the culture and the scenery. So back to you, Shelly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Breathtaking like Keanu Reeves, yeah. Okay, next is to Niel.
Okay, thank you, Shelly, for that time. So for the achievement, I
Itu
think I finished
berarti
several
mostly
small
di
projects
bawah
this week.
25 semua ya.
And personal growth, I think I want to learn and explore new skills. Like one of them is learning data science. But, maybe I think it's really useful too to have data scientists in the PhD team. And actionable discovery, I think I discovered that we have always try to take on challenges and constructively because that's the best way to grow and learn. Next, the three countries that I want to visit, maybe Japan, the food and the vibe, pretty good. And New Zealand, great scenery and nature. And maybe Peru, the culture. And maybe especially visiting Machu Picchu is a great experience. Back to you, Shelly.
Okay, thank you, Niel. So yeah, always keep on challenging yourself, yeah. Okay, next is to marketing team ke Mawayan.
Okay, thank you, Celine. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the new team member as well. Okay, direct to my update. Team achievement, Tokyo Science Concept for the long term. Thanks for Rapid to have the honor to figure out how to sign it. And have two meeting using the new ownership tech, Pak Adi, Villa JJ, and Eric, Villa Jepun. Thanks for leading team and contacted five owners for evaluation. My biggest personal growth, better strategy how to close deals that have a potential, better workflow and easy. Biggest actionable discovery. I'm always a beginner and there are always many ways to improvement. And ready to receive and feedback for the better for yourself for your version today. If I could only travel to countries, so of course New Zealand. I see many people also go. Okay, let's go together there. Europe, France for the food, and Dubai. It looks amazing. I have friends staying there. I see their posts, and also I see the amazing place. So, they turn the desert to like amazing places. I thought that was like amazing human creatures. That's from me. Back to Celine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mawayan, and yeah, congrats once again to the marketing and community team, yeah, on getting the partnership. Okay, next to Aldo.
Okay, hello, good morning, everyone. So the achievement this week is actually a team achievement. We created a funnel system for business development so now it's easier to focus on what we could do. For the personal growth, your feedback at PD helped me detect what I can improve on my performance. Actionable discovery is there is so much thing we could detect from seeing the data. And three countries that I would like to go to Norway, enjoying polar night or midnight sun in Svalbard Island, or Switzerland, visiting UNHK in Geneva, or to UAE, try to lift to the top of Burj Khalifa. It's for me. Back to Shelin.
Okay, thank you, Aldo, for the update. And next, go to Mas Rizal.
Okay, thank you, Shelin. So for my team achievement is the first one, reactivate the daily contact data to optimize our Airbnb listing. And the second one is distribute tasks for BD team to help analyze the current leads in marketing bucket. And for my personal growth is leadership skill and marketing strategy. Thanks to Mas Bayu for mentoring me. And for the actionable discovery is as a mentor, we should not giving the solution, but teach the mentee how to find their own solution. And for the three countries that I'd like to visit is the first one is UK, to visit underground subway and also walk on Abbey Road, and then Germany, heading 250 kilometers per hour at autobahn, and then Armenia probably visit one of system of a Down member for jamming.
Okay, thank you, Mas Rizal, for the update. So yeah, congrats to you and Mas Bayu as well ya for leading marketing team well. And then next to Gani.
Okay, good morning everyone. So for the personal achievement, I'm doing a supervising for content request reload, and second is get a lot of insight from HR about guest inquiries on Instagram, so I can define a new strategy and launch ads for February. And the next is for personal growth. I learned how to detect the problem on the chapter. And the next is no actionable discovery this week. And the last is 3 countries that I like to travel. Is first is Thailand. I want to visit the Chao Phraya River. And second is Kyrgyzstan, cycling through Silk Road. And the last is to Nepal, hiking Everest. So yeah.
Okay, thank you, Gani, for the update. Maybe you can bring Kak Cynthia to like Kyrgyzstan to cycle together, yeah. Okay, thank you. And then next to Rahma, please give your update.
Okay, thank you, Shelly, and good morning, everyone. So for this week's achievement, for first one, the team achievement, we have a clear task distribution and system in business development, and less confusion and more healthy cycle to increase the productivity and also effectiveness. And shout out to BD team. And for the personal achievement, we created the pitch deck for owners and have tested out for first time yesterday. And for the personal growth, becoming more confident in delivering pitch deck and also gain new insight and knowledge on how to answer questions asked by potential leads. And thanks to Mawayana to guide me all the way from the beginning to now. And I don't really have actionable discovery this week. And to answer the last questions, I actually took tourism economics class at university and made a presentation about heritage tourism. And this kind of grow like the excitement and curiosity for me to actually visit these famous sites. The first one is Peru for Machu Picchu. It's like a lot of mystery to be discovered, and also Egypt, like the Temple of Karnak and pyramids and Sphinx of Giza. And the last thing is Myanmar for Angkor Wat. So that's all my update. Back to you, Shelly.
Okay, thank you, Rahma. I would recommend you to visit Petra in Jordan as well. It's very interesting. Okay, and next to Lila. Lila. Wait, is Lila here? Okay, I didn't see her name. Okay, I'll just deliver the updates for Lila. So she wrote her first ever press release for BP Talk 12 for her achievement, and congratulations to Lila for that. And for personal growth, I got better in digesting spicy food. So yeah, congratulations on that. Okay, next is the actionable discovery. Let me tell you about a small job. If you do it well, it makes a big difference. Yes, it's from the B movie from 2007. I recently rewatched it for giggles. And then the 3 countries you wanted to visit. Nordic countries, yes, let's pretend it's one. Okay, but if I really have to, it's Ireland or Norway. And then Iceland or Norway. And then we have Ireland or Philippines. And then lastly, Canada, Argentina, or Nepal. Just mix and match those. I don't know. Please don't let me choose. Okay. They all have one thing in common: geological features I want to see and explore because I'm a big fan of nature. Geology nerd. Yeah. Thank you, Lila, for the update. And next, I'll go to Ingrid.
Okay, so first for my personal achievement is that I'm chairing my first meeting yesterday. And then the second one is I'm converting a lead into first meeting. And for my biggest personal growth is I'm getting better at approaching and persuading leads. And then for my biggest actionable discovery is that I have to sound more passionate during sharing because apparently I didn't sound very enthusiastic. And if I could travel to 3 countries, the first one is UK because my favorite actor George Mackay lives there. And then Paris because it's a city of love. And then USA because I really love watching movies, so I want to see what Hollywood looks like. That's all back to you.
Okay, thank you, Ingrid, and congrats for your first sharing on the meeting, yeah. Okay, that's from the marketing team, and next is the BI team. So starting from Lilis.
Hello everyone, thank you Slim. So from my side, perhaps the achievement is joining the community scrum that discuss a more refined community chapter mission. Yeah, it's just starting point, but I feel like I know more about community. Then for my personal growth, I get more defined in explaining financial analyst role. Since we have Angie here as a child, and then my discovery doing the plan check and action, and then control is critical to make sure that our MVP is successful or otherwise abandon it. And then last is the countries that I would like to visit to see the spring, Japan to eat the sushi, build a snowman, and in America to see the best uni in the world. That's from my side. Thank you, Stin.
Okay, thank you, Lilis. And keep on going with supporting the community chapter, yeah. Okay, next to Vidi, your update.
Great, thank you, Shalene. So for my update, my achievement this week, I actually talked with a guest and was what he want. So that's something new, talking with guests. And then also automated certification creation for people and also using able to send emails with attachment automatically for growth into tricks and time series pre-processing tricks. And for actionable discovery, observing measurable KPI actually shows the right path, while empathy inspires delight. 3 places I want to go: Japan, Taiwan, and Vatican. Thank you very much, Shane.
Okay, thank you, Vidi. It must be a new experience, yeah, talking with guests. Okay, next to David. David.
Okay, Kak. Thank you, Kak Celin, for my update. So achievement for this week, I has made a summary and analysis for maintain panel trust campaign and personal growth. For this week, learn and understand about financial flows and system in BP. And next, no actionable discovery for this week. And 3 countries that I want to visit. The first one, England, to see Old Trafford Stadium. The second one, France, to see historical building. And the last, USA, to see one of the powerful nations in the world. Back to you, Kak Sally.
Yeah, thank you, David. We see that we have a soccer fan here, yeah. Okay, thank you. And next to Noval.
Thank you, Sharon, and good morning, everyone. So, the first one is my personal achievement. I already created the delegation paper for Facebook marketing. Hopefully, this week I could delegate it smoothly. And then for the personal growth, I just read David and Goliath and realized that in small, medium business and enterprise battle with big established companies, agility and adaptability could have an upper hand against power and domination. It's just depend on the SMEs to utilize it or not. And then I got no action discovery yet. And then the countries that I want to visit is Japan for the culture, Israel for the history, and the Congo Basin, biggest African jungle. It's placed across the country in Africa. It's for the wild and the, I think that's all. Thank you. That's
Okay,
all.
thank you, Noval. Like when you said David and Goliath, it reminds me of the GameStop case, which is like recently pretty famous. So yeah, thank you, Noval. And then next to Sajid. Hello, Sajid. Okay, then I'll read out your updates. Yeah, I don't think your mic is working. Okay, so for the personal achievement, Sajid took part in predicting this month's revenue. Congrats on that. And no personal growth and actionable discovery so far, but 3 countries that he wanted to visit is Greece to visit Santorini, and then Switzerland to enjoy the mountains, and Pakistan to enjoy the food and culture. So yeah, it's okay, Sajid. So yeah, that's the update from Sajid. Thank you. And then next to Aya.
Okay, thank you, Shelly. I have no personal achievement this week, and my biggest personal growth is that I can communicate and coordinate better with other people. And then my biggest actionable discovery is that when there's so much going on. I need to take a rest, but don't stop because yeah, I will be more productive after I take a rest. And then if I could travel to three countries and where will it be? It's Switzerland because of the Alps, it's beautiful. And then South Africa, there's so much to explore and learn about the culture. And then Japan because yeah, good food and good everyday scenery. I think that's all. Thank you, Shirley. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Aya. So yeah, it's really good that to hear that you started to pick up your mind now. So yeah, keep on doing that. And then next to Ricky.
Okay, thank you, Kak. For my personal achievement, I still survived after my first ground training. At first, I think it was scary, but thankfully it went smoothly. For my personal growth this week, I tried to do my task more efficiently by only focusing on one thing. For the actionable discovery, I believe that the result is not only based on the situation, but mostly on your response too. And three countries that I want to travel is South Africa, Nigeria, and Ghana, since many people say that countries in Africa are a good place to invest. An opportunity to go or work there is very nice for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rizky. I see that you have apa ya, a long-term vision ya when you like want to visit like countries in Africa. Okay, thank you. And then last but not least, Kevin, the BI Kevin. Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Celine. Okay. So my team is working on Airbnb inquiry, and that's I think my second time on this internship. And secondly, I discovered about 20 ideas for BV projects, and I have only like short notes on Notepad, but I will share it on Dropbox more details to BI team, prepared videos and lyrics for my ideas, and my what is it? My I think personal growth, right? So I'm becoming to even more enjoy this internship. In fact, this is all my entire life. So since I meditate more so that my mind is more clear. And I think what Kevin, another Kevin means what made it breathing is help. I think you need to meditate as well, like me. So I recommended that. And okay, so next is if you want to do something bold or important, it's the best to pick up your mind first because your mind will work at its best and you have clarity and joy. Just meditate 5 to 15 minutes to save your future. I think it's really important. It's only 5 minutes to save your entire future, right? So yeah. So the countries I want to visit is absolutely Indonesia first. There's a lot of chance to fix here, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. But if you want me outside from Indonesia, first is I think my choice is like Mr. Jing that U.S. and China. I said Mr. Jing is choosing Myanmar. Instead, I'm choosing India. So U.S. I choose U.S. because there's a lot of research and development and technology there. So I think my future dream house is on Silicon Valley. And second is China, and China is somewhat interesting too, like US. The technology is also advanced, and there's a lot about AI there. It's called Sophia, if you know that. And the third country is India. It's a magical country with a lot of mistakes, but it's not ghosts or something nonsense things. So this is the country of meditation and vegetarian. And yes, I'm a vegetarian also. Thank you, Shelly. Back to you.
Back to you. Thank you, Kevin. So, yeah, meditating can actually like really help clear out your mind gitu. So yeah, like I would also recommend that. Okay, so yeah, that's the personal updates from everyone. I see that everyone like has grown a lot like this week in terms of like leadership and then chapter wise in SLAs and so many things. And yeah, we also discovered that we can actually like travel to New Zealand as well as apa? New Zealand and what is the other country? I think it was Japan as well as the US. So yeah, maybe that's an idea for a company trip. And then next, I'd like to move on to the core values recognition and mentor recognition. So for this week, I think we have some things here. So maybe I'll go to Jing first.
Thank you, Shaylin. Actually, ironically, I'm recommending you. So I'm nominating Shailene for helping others first and being the hero. So this is why. Shailene had an illness last week, but she also attended and contributed key thoughts during a very important leadership session during a transitional time in the HR chapter. And I don't want to encourage working when we're sick, but I did appreciate how Shailene did find energy to prioritize and be present at some of the key decisions during the reformation of the HR chapter. I think that was really good. And to save time, I'll go to my next one, which is actually a team. I think is Rizal and Bayou for Never Settle. And what I like is I like this cooperation that's happening between Rizal and Bayou to correct course to marketing chapter. As you can see, we're already seeing some results of that through the improvements in separating BD. So I think this is strategic planning, resource budgeting, and critical thinking are going to make the chapter more effective and promote healthier work-life balance. Okay, back to Shailene.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your nomination. So yeah, congratulations to Rizal and Bayu as well as me, I guess. Okay. Okay, next to Kak Cynthia.
Yes, thank you, Shailene. So I'd like to recognize our team on the BVE Talk team. It's to Jing, Shailene, Arfi, Nadia, Chris, Sajid, Rahma, Lila, Gray, Neil, Fidi, Areta, Aya, and also Ara for help other first, be the hero, and be transparent. We've been working together like almost a month for to prepare the BVE Talk, and then thank you for sharing with me through your friction, and then I know that you are progressing, and I hope that you guys are inspired delight by be the part of the BVE Talk team. Yes, thank you for your time and your hard work.
Congratulations to the BVE Talk team, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all for the core values and mentor recognition part. So I'd like to pass again to the host, Gray. It's your time to shine.
All right, so thank you everyone for your personal update, and also we have discovered our February theme and our revenue target. So I hope all the chapters and also all the person in Bukit Vista are now thriving and also making the OKR to support the theme and also the target itself. And I think we have exceeded our time a little bit for the meeting, but so I think that's all from me, Shailene, and also thank you everyone for attending this all hands. And Mr. Jing, you want to say something?
Oh, no, I was just saying
Oh.
good.
Okay, sorry. So this is my first time hosting, so I'm sorry if there's any mistake, and I'm free for feedback. So if you want to say something that I have to improve, you can also say it to me. And I hope you all have a great day, and see you on the next All Hands. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you, Gray. Thank you,
Bye.
Shailene.
Thank you, Gray. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Oh, Gray